Hi, I'm Trisha Goyer, author of Calming Angry Kids, and welcome to day 2. Today we're going to be talking about relationships over rules. Now, I know for anyone it's so hard to deal with these overwhelming emotions. As an adult, I'm dealing with emotions, and I know you are too all day long. It's hard to get caught up in those emotions and then try to make ourselves right again. So I think one of the things that we can do the best is help look at what is causing some of our kids' emotions and then help to eliminate those things from their lives. So what are the top things that kids are dealing with? First of all, there's life stressors. There's school, there's friends, there's bullies, there's being tired, there's all these things in life that they're stressed about. Also, not being heard. So many times kids are just shuffled around. They feel like no one is really paying attention or listening to them. They don't feel like they're heard. Also, impatient and unsympathetic parents. I don't know about you, but often, at least once a day, I'm yelling, get in the car, we're late, get your shoes. We are impatient and also often unsympathetic. We are keeping our kids busy, and they often are just so tired they don't know how they're going to keep up. Another thing that causes anger in kids is unrealistic expectations from parents. And I have been to blame more than one time with this, and I have a perfect example of this. So, when my son Nathan was in about third grade, I thought it'd be great for him to sign up for a sport. And after talking with him, we chose basketball. I told him how much fun it would be. I think we watched some sports videos, got him really excited. But when he showed up for practice, he's in the third grade now, all the other kids had been playing with each other for many years. They knew how to run plays, they knew what the coach meant when he would say, do a layup or go to the free throw line. And Nathan was just a beginner, but thought it's okay, he could pick it up. Well, week after week, we'd go to practice and he would come out angry. He was angry because he didn't understand. He was angry because the other kids made fun of him. And he was angry because here I am telling him, you need to keep doing this. Finally, after about 6 weeks, I realized that my expectations were not helping him at all. And we were able to find something else later that he was able to do. But it just helped him so much when I said, you know what, let's just forget basketball for now. Sometimes we think that our kids need to do it all. We think that they're going to be behind or they're not going to have these wonderful experiences, but it's our expectations that are really bringing so much anger. Sometimes we're the ones to blame. There are many things that cause anger, but these are things that I mentioned that have to do with parents. Ephesians 6:4 says, Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. Rather, bring them up with the discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord. So, what is our part in dealing with our children's anger? Sometimes it is looking at ourselves. Are we asking too much? Are we not listening? Are we pushing too hard? I know I often do this. So we need to ask ourselves, why are we doing this? What is our motivation? What are we wanting to get out of it? Are we wanting to be the parent that has the star student or the star basketball player? Often we also need to look back on how we were raised. Maybe there was activities that we want to do that we never got the chance, so we're going to have our kids do those activities. Or maybe our parents pushed us and we feel that that's what we need to do with our kids. But instead of just moving ahead, we need to stop and we need to pray. We need to ask, how can I build this relationship with my kids instead of just pushing ahead and forcing all these life stressors in their lives that are bringing a lot of anger? God is going to do a lot of change as we go on this journey. And often he starts by changing us, changing our motivations, and changing our desires for our kids. So it's important to step back and to take time to think about, how can I foster this relationship with my child? How can I put relationship over rules? Today's challenge also has 2 parts. Part 1, connect with your child. Spend more one-on-one time together and let your child direct the time. Let her pick out the toys to play with and lead the conversation. Make eye contact, repeat back what you hear, and point out what you appreciate about your child in your time together. Part 2, talk to your child about her schedule. Is there any part of your child's routine that sparks anger? Talk to your child about the cause of this anger and also talk about possible solutions.